Hello forex traders and welcome to this weekly forex forecast for dollar, gold, pound, yen. My name is Ewinningstrategy. I'm a forex trader. I am here to try to help you understanding the market better. Though whatever's being said in this webinar does not contain any investment advice. It's only my personal opinion. And if you decide to learn from this webinar, awesome, you don't you. Because I want to try to help you understand the market better. Okay, cool. We have people coming in. That is amazing. So cool. So yeah, let's take the down music again. Hi Amir, hi Abir, hi Gopi. Hola. Hola Teddy. Hello Amas. Cool. So I think we are drink one bottle of vodka, of course. Yeah, always. So if you have any complaints about the music today, please give it a shout so I can look into it. But other than that, I am just going to let it go. So yeah, cool. I'm happy for everyone who's here. I'm happy that you're here to learn something new, plan for the next week, and yeah, cool. A bit about myself. I'm a forex trader. I have been trading for the past 6 years now, at least. Have had tons of losses, tons of experiences, and still trying to make money from the forex market. I do also try to put some of my money into the indexes, so I generally speaking just buy every month for longer term investments, but though doesn't contain investment advice, what I'm going to tell you anyways. So let's try to do some market trading, technical analysis, fundamental analysis, and all the other analysis that we need to do before the next week. So I'm happy that you're here. Let's go. Which pair do you want to do? I think I'm going to do Aussie dollar at the beginning, and then you can put in yours, and we shall see how it goes. Try to tie it in as best as I can. Walter. So Walter sent me chocolate. I think I will mention that a couple of times now. So I'm very happy about that. So let's do it. So I didn't cover Aussie dollar yesterday. So I am live every Sunday, every Tuesday, or Monday and Wednesday, every Friday, and there's a video every Saturday. And I'm trying to find a different thing to do throughout the week. So happy that you're here. I'm not here for YouTube likes or no for YouTube subscribers, but I'm here for maybe likes and knowledge. So if you are a buyer in this market, let me say what I want to see in the market. I want to see that. I also want to see a new higher high and continuation. If this just drops now, cool, doesn't matter. Yeah, so I think this is a good place for the price to be, you know, coming back down to support and then continuing higher. But it also has to continue higher for it to be valid. So I use paper point. That's a target for buyers in this area here. Nowhere else around between 75.50 and 76.10 is where you would like to take profit. The other one is I then want to take stop loss down there because that is down below the previous support. So if it breaks, and then whatever. Then I walk away and I don't get back to it until it has turned around again. So if you're a seller, you would like price to be up at 73.40 before selling again. So both buyers and sellers want it to go up. Will it go up? That's a different case. The other part is there is Monday tomorrow. Will likely be sideways tomorrow because, or close to sideways because it was below volume. And why will there be low volume tomorrow, do you think? Hi, James. Sorry for the dictator. I wanted to write about your idea about USD CAD. I will do that. So Gopi is on it. It is a holiday in America tomorrow. It's a bank holiday tomorrow. So don't break the bank, okay? Bank holiday-ish. Okay. Hi, Maria. Long weekend, Labor Day. It's not Labor Day. Labor Day is 1st of March, 1st of May. But yeah, but maybe it's Labor Day for Canada, but we have Labor Day 1st of May. Anyways, so this is a good position. I want a new high, and then I'm going to pull back, and then I'm going to buy. So right now, nothing to see, but that's the direction I want to go. And if you're a seller, you want to be up at 73, as I said, 73.50, looking into that area. And if it goes higher, above here, you have your stop loss, and you don't incur losses here and here. Okay, cool. That's a general idea. That's up to you to find your entries, your prices, your targets. But that's what I'm thinking. Only me, myself. USD CAD. Well, first of all, we are still bearish, believe it or not. And I think this might be a break of something sort. So if you think that price will come back up again and then short it, that would be a good idea. And I'm thinking of down to 128, okay? So 31 to 128, that is 300. Cool. 300 pips is so cool. I do believe maybe the trend has gone. But then if this holds, so the first really resistance is really what 130. And if 30 holds, this might be a longer term reversal. Right now, no, it's not. So if you're a seller, you're cool. If you're a buyer, you shouldn't have bought it. Okay? If you are a buyer, you shouldn't have bought it. Because you haven't had a reversal yet. That's a reversal. You can check that away. How does it look like? That's a double bottom. And we're still just here. And if it fails, you might lose money that you shouldn't have lost. You want to trade US oil and gas, Euro USD, and Euro New Zealand. Cool. Me too. Master, bring it money. So, what is our general idea for USD CAD next week? Our general idea is we're still technically short. Fundamentally, I'm still short. So technically, fundamentally, I'm still shorting. Cool? Cool. So, any pullback, as long as we are below 130, 140, is a good idea. That's what I do. If you're a buyer, you shouldn't be a buyer. You shouldn't have bought yet. You still have to wait for it to break, new high, and then you can buy it. Okay, I think that's quite good actually. If you are a buyer, if you're a seller, you should have stop loss above here. Cool. Euro dollar, things I talked about yesterday, so I'm going to be a bit brief with you today. new higher high, pull back, buy up to 121, give or take. That's what I want to see. If I don't get it, then we will might break 1,817, whatever that price is, 117.70, and it might just fall. So if that happens, we might be in for a big fall. I'm getting myself 20s, so just take that away. So okay, cool. Yes, I saw it and I will see it again. Awesome. So I think that if you're a seller, you have two options. You have plan A and plan B. Plan A is M3. Plan B is pullback to support. P to support. That means break, pull back, and then sell it. How far, I'm not sure. I would just break my order to break even as fast as I can, and then ride it if I was selling it. No. If you go and look at DXY, Mr. Walter, we still don't have a bullish DXY. The DXY is still okay, kind of range bound, kind of the euro, but it's still not breaking higher. So if it then goes above 93.50, so what you have done now, let me draw it for you. Okay, so how does that look like? That looks like kind of a range, but you haven't broken higher of that high yet. So until that happens, we're still tilted to the downside. So it's kind of neutral, but it's still, yes, go P. I do agree with you. But if you look at US dollar from here to here to here to here to here, we have had a large fall. Okay, so for it to pause a bit is okay, because we're just doing that. It's like a staircase, still the same thing. So I would still then be bullish in euro for that fact. Okay. USOIL, I might have been a bit weak about it yesterday, but I can do it again. I am okay with that. I can see my failures, I can see my faults. So, if I was a seller, this is where I sell. Of that candle there at 1600 on Thursday. Because it broke here of that candle at 1500, that broke. So, the selling pressure is now on. There is no reversal, so 1. There is no reversal. There is selling pressure. The other one is it might be TP for buyers. Meaning both of them sends the USOIL down. That doesn't mean that this is going to fall forever. Okay? But we are now not bullish. And this is not a place to start buying. Sorry. Yeah, I also saw that. Okay, we can go to the COT report. So somebody commented yesterday on, or today in my video from yesterday, like I need to give a very good explanation of the COT report. Yes, I can, and I have done that in these lives, I just don't have time for that in a 15-minute video when I'm covering 5 or 6 pairs. So for me, I could do it now, but I also know that you guys are fully aware of it, but I can do it very shortly. This is COT report, the commitment of trades report, meaning all of them, or the large institutions that has an interest in the market, has to report their positions to the CFTC in America, the Chicago Exchange, whatever. So on Tuesday last week, which is now 1st of September, they reported this contracts for the non-commercials, which is now hedge funds. They had 25,000 long contracts. They had 54,000 short contracts, and open interest was 619,000. So commercial, what is commercial? Commercial is businesses that is in the market to hedge their international transactions. Let's say Walmart buys goods from China. They know that they have to pay whatever dollars in 30 days. Then they want the dollar versus Chinese exchange to be constant. But that's not possible because the market moves. So you put a market order in and you do the opposite of what you would do to have the same amount of dollar in 90 days. The other thing, if you are trading with Europe, if you know that you're going to be paid in euro in 30 days, what do? You then want to hedge the euro dollar. That's what those people are doing. This column here, not necessarily very interesting for me. The other one is non-reportable positions or retail traders. But apart from that, then I would look into change. There is 11,000 less long contracts and 3,000 more short contracts. Okay, that means one and only, they took profit up here. Okay, there's nothing else than they took profit up here and they're expecting a better price. Either it's here or it's somewhere here. It all depends on their fundamental buys or how long they were thinking. But it's just 3,000 contracts selling from here. Not a lot. Because the whole market in euro is overly bullish. Okay? What's the difference? Is 150,000, give or take, 140 something thousand. So yeah, it's overly bullish. So 3,000 is not a lot. So being that said, the COT report is hedge funds, large institutions that has an interest in the market, doesn't hedge their positions, is there to make money. Those are coming from the COT report, and that's why it's important to follow them. It's retrospective, yes, it was on Tuesday, now it could have changed everything, but it tells you something. It tells you the trend. They are increasing their positions and the sellers takes profit, meaning the euro dollar here thing goes up, 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 up. Even though you can see this is kind of range, we are still not bearish. We are not technically bearish. We might be low in the bearishness. Okay, cool. James says, I'm stuck on this USOIL. I have a hedge now in my trade. We can do USOIL again. I will talk a bit more about it. So if you were a buyer on oil in this market up here, I would then say you should have a stop loss down here, minimally Or maximally, that's how far your stop loss should be. You should be out at 42. Now we are way further down. Okay, I could place it better at 42. If you have a buy position, you should learn how to set your stop losses. Stop loss is crucial, but also the sole way to death as a forex trader. Maybe I'm too dark, too scary, too whatever at the moment, too straightforward, but you need to learn where to seek a stop loss, get out, and you then have to learn maybe also technical analysis of when do you think the market has turned against you and you need to run away. Because when you don't use stop losses, you incur losses that is unnecessary, that takes down your account, and the more losses you have, the larger it will be because it doesn't turn around. Until this becomes bullish again, it doesn't turn around. This one has a large fall at the moment. So if you have a buy position now, I'm not going to give you trading advice, I'm not going to give you investment advice, but I'm saying I see a large possibility of this one falling further, more than going up again. Because, why? It broke support. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 support has been broken. Didn't hold. Okay, cool. The COT report positioned at September 1st as, is that closing time or opening time? JVR, I think it's at noon. It's either at noon or closing Tuesday. Abba says, I keep orders at 1700 area and I'm already entered at 1790. Okay. As long as 17 stands right. Yeah, cool. You're a seller of pound yen at 141.6. Cool. Abraham, hi. And BZ asks for both gold. What's that on gold? We will look at gold soon. Okay. So, what is going to happen here? I think we have more possibility of a downtrend or a down move than up. Why? Because we didn't hold. Of course, I don't know the future. Neither do you, I guess. Unless you have a golden rule. But when I see this, I need a full reversal. I'm totally off hands, and I'm totally going to do something else. I might take a burning loss, but I know that the loss will be much greater if I don't take loss. Because people, surely, why do people blow their accounts? Lack of, no knowledge about, or the wrong use of stop losses. Also risk management, also poor entry and all those other things. But the common theme throughout my experience, I'm not going to bash on you, but my common theme that I see around the world from different traders, lack of stop loss, like no stop loss, mismanage of stop loss, or just moving the stop loss. Get out at 50 pips, see if it turns around again. Do your evaluation, evaluate, and you need to have experience enough to say, okay, what kind of market conditions do you want to buy? Is this a market you sell in? Probably not, because it went up. Is this a market you normally buy in? Yes, but it fell. Then you have to have a proven track record that you can go back and say, in this market conditions, I am normally right. For gold, this is a good buy zone. We are at support. That was a bad support line. We are at support. Cool. What do you need next? I want a double bottom, higher high, higher low. Cool. I have no higher high, so I want to have a higher high. I want to pull back, and then I can start looking into it. As long as we're still above 1915. And if you felt that I was wrong about my stop loss, I can only refer to that you can't attack me with it, experience, and what traders tells me, and what I see. Pure facts, nothing else. The other one is they buy high and they sell low. That's the other thing. And also, like I do, lack of emotional control. Then you have here a buy, and I see here a target at 2000. That's everything I want to do with gold. If it falls, doesn't care less. Don't look at me for if gold is falling. I didn't even buy it. Okay, so somebody has been asked for gold, Buzz, and I will do. I will do pound dollar, no worries. Okay, but I just need price to do a specific thing. It comes to me. Cool. Maybe that's my secret sauce then. Knowing and understanding what the trend is there or not. I don't know. I don't know if it's a secret sauce even. But then if it falls, it falls. Cool. Doesn't matter. Use appropriate stop losses and get out when you're wrong. And you should not hold any positions of buys in this market condition if the price goes below 1940. Okay? Lower low doesn't make a new uptrend. Uptrend is higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. So if you don't have higher high and higher lows, you're not in an uptrend. Let's see. Higher high, no, higher low, lower low, higher high, higher low. Sorry. Let's go back to that. Let's see. Is this an uptrend? Lower low? No. Lower high? No. Lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, low, high, low, higher low, higher high, lower low. So this does not sound like an uptrend. It doesn't look like an uptrend. And if that was my price chart, I wouldn't say that's an uptrend. So I'm still waiting. So what will I do then? You might ask. I presume I would want a new higher high. I want a pullback, and then in this area I might look for a buy. This green seems to me that was maybe probably the take profit zone on Friday. Oh, there it was. So for that to break, we still have to now make a higher low, higher high, higher low, and then I will start buying. So for this week, I'm going to wait for that, and then I will target up here. I will use my stop loss at 50 pips. I will say that a long time. Sorry, 75. Okay. Your losses should be small. Loss equals small. Wins should be big. Okay, cool. So for pound dollar, nothing else than that. If you're a seller, cool, you're still in the trend. As long as it's still below 133.10. Yeah, so I will just wait for it. Remember, it might be low volatility tomorrow, so I don't think much will happen. Gold and pound yen are my kidma moving together all this period of time. Okay, cool. Next one, what was the next one? Pound yen, maybe? I think I talked about pound yen already, by the way. And you bought at 40.60? Cool. That's a good entry. Cool, nothing else. Oh, you have a sell. Oh no. Oh, you had a sell. Ouch. Ouch. Just by my reaction there, that's ouch. Okay. So let's do a different thing then. Where should you sell? You should sell every day. If you're a seller, you're looking into this cell, you're looking into this cell, and you're looking into this cell, or that cell for that matter. And this is where you took profit. Why? Because you came into monthly versus monthly support. This is the monthly entry. So buyers will come in here, you will fear them as far as you can, because we are still in a bullish move. Will it go down? Maybe it can, but that's not up to me. But yeah, cool. I hope I bought at the rejection bar. I will keep close on it. B. Anyway, if it happens. Cool. What else was I supposed to do? I was supposed to do Euro New Zealand. Wally, are you here? Walter! So, I think we have a theory here. We have a theory in my group. This one is bearish until it's no longer. Okay? So this is still bearish because we had no higher high. So that is a short. Next week is still a short. Next week is still a short until we have a reversal. Okay. Just a couple of questions to myself. What happened last year? I always check that. 1st of September. Okay. We have had a downtrend until 12th of September. Cool. Interesting. And then it rose. And then it came back down again. And then it rose again. And then after that, we shall see what happens. Okay, cool. So this year. It could be this week or it could be next week. So still selling as long as. So only following technical analysis as long as we are. But then if you are a buyer, wait. Okay. How's the chocolate, if you don't mind sharing? Okay. Who was chocolate? Please talk about fundamental. Okay. I am NBZ. Please elaborate. What do you define as fundamental news? As long as I'm trying to open this chocolate bar. That is not fundamental news. That is okay. Well, let me say it differently then. That is just news events. How does that affect the dollar? I don't know who I said it to, but I said dollar would get strengthened on the NFP number. I don't know who heard it, but I said it. And I think I've said that for the last couple of... Okay, here's a chocolate. Here's my computer review. It's a whole bar of chocolate. like I thought it was like small pieces, but this is like ginormous, mate. Something blistered. Thank you guys. See you later. Are you still there? Oh, cool. Oh. Well, this is like Toblerone. Yeah, it's like humongous. So this is like a chocolate pizza. So it has things inside. I think it's like Toblerone. Alright, so this was broken throughout the mail, so. Wally, is it chocolate time now? Okay, let's go back to the fundamentals. What I mean about fundamental analysis, okay? Fundamental analysis is not looking at NFP numbers solely. It's not looking at, what else were you mentioning? Unemployment. But if you look at the central banking report from America, what are they looking for? They're looking for a couple of things, mostly core CPI and unemployment. That's just two indicators, but the most important indicators of how the economy in America is doing. So if you take the whole range of what they're looking at, that becomes your fundamental analysis. So I can tell you for free, they're looking at unemployment, yes. They're looking at core CPI. They're looking at GDP. They're looking at labor, like unemployment. They're looking at average hourly earnings, and then they're looking at retail sales price, retail sales. But it's just people. It's not one. It's a whole bunch of indicators that makes upon the whole economy. It's not like when you analyze a car. Do you just look at how fast it goes? Like it has no space for anybody else. It has only horsepower, that's 300 horsepower. There's everything you look at. No brakes, no steering wheel, no wipers, no radio, no navigation, no electric doors or back doors, no central heating, nothing at all. So just, I'm not ranting, but go to the central banking report. I'm not going to do it now. I've done it before in a previous video. It's a long time ago, so I don't know which one it was. But you go through what they're looking for, and then you go to find the economics, and then you find altogether where are we going? What is trend? And that becomes your fundamental analysis on economic indicators only. That's why I don't teach you guys to trade news. I teach you to trade the information in the news, not the news value, but the fundamental value of it. Okay. Mohammed, I can't say your last name, sorry. What is your advice for trading small accounts? 1, I don't give it trading advice. 2, this is only for educational purposes. And 3, I can say something. You should have small lot sizes. You should have normal stop losses 50 pips. And if you can learn to do euro dollar, that would be the best. You should then be trading either weekly trades, would be the best. Day trades will be a lot of, but then you have one order at a time, which is the lowest lot size, and then you start growing. But before all of that, you should have a demo account. You should have traded demo for such a long time that you know your system, you know when you're profitable and when you're not, and what month of the year you're most profitable, and what trading conditions you're most profitable in, and you only trade that. Because if you can skip a whole month that normally is a bad trading month for you, you actually have a very much better space. Maybe that's best advice. Knowing when to trade and when not to trade through your record. And if you're only losing, you should not be live with your money. Because trading can give you tons of money, but also can take away all your money if you don't know what you're doing. So you need to be knowledgeable. You need to be the expert. You need to know what you're doing. And you need to know what the market is doing. And you need to know what market conditions you want to be in. Do you want to be in high waves? It's stormy outside? Or do you want to be in a smooth sailing? Both is in the ocean. Both will take you from A to B. One will be will almost kill you, and one will be less stressful. Think of that one. Pound cat, okay. Don't use much. We need you. I need to run tomorrow, people. And then I posted the tiramisu in the Discord chat yesterday. I think it was 260 calories. That is 30 minutes running for one small bowl of tiramisu. Gosh, I'm fat. Fat for the almost for me as well. When are you finished? Cool. I will try to be fast. Car with no seats. Fast one. A one-man show is perfect. No wife to sit. Where will you take your kids, people? Anyways, as I said, we are going to be bearish on Euro New Zealand as long as it's still bearish, and this is purely just technical analysis, following the technical analysis. And if it does make a new high, okay, cool, we'll then start buying. So if you are a buyer, just wait for the new high. If you're a seller, you sell, and then you take profit whenever. Maybe around end of this week, I would say. So we have one more week of down before going up. Sounds like a good plan, because this is a target area. Okay, I think that's quite a good idea actually. And then stop loss should be above 77.50. Okay. How to know the fake breakouts in support and resistance or trend lines? I am NBC. I don't trade trend lines. By the way, don't trade that, please. I will not do anything to you, but I want you joking. No, I have lost so much money to breakouts and to trend lines. Let's not use those words. Let's do something else. In a trend, I wanted to sell at resistance. So let's say I have a position there. I have stop loss up here. That's what I do. And then I wait for price to go down again, and then I would sell the pullback. And then I will sell the pullback. And I will sell the pullback. So if you call that breakout, I don't know. If that's a breakout, if that's a breakout, if that's a breakout, if that's a breakout, I don't know. But that's a trend to me. As long as we're still going higher in an uptrend, I'm still buying. As long as we're still going lower in a downtrend, I'm still selling. Okay? So some of you guys may need to rewire your brains. I know we need that maybe. So yeah, that's one of them. You're a cat if you can. I will do that. So are you done, Wally, on Euro New Zealand? Is there something else you want me to do on Euro New Zealand? For Friday's COT report, can you help correlate with pound yen trade? Then you have to look at pound and yen. So pound So British pound sterling was more buyers, more sellers, no change, nothing. So what is the current market? Current market is still slightly bullish. So slightly okay. Slightly up. Japanese is, you want this to be bearish, by the way. But this one is still also slightly bearish. No, slightly bullish. And shorters took profit. That's not a good sign, by the way. Because you don't want these ones to increase. So that pound yen can go up. But not really a lot more buyers. So the change is, yeah, within whatever. But not much. So for that matter, I don't know, it didn't give you much value, at least now this week. Okay. How to catch reversals at the top? Any hourly formations? Okay, I will then do EuroCAD and then we'll ask that. Since Wally didn't answer, I will just move on. EuroCAD, about the same as Euro New Zealand. Now that your oil was going lower, this is likely to head up. Though also Euro is maybe weak. Let's do the overall trend analysis, might be. So if price comes up to 55.10, you have permission to short back down to 53.30. Okay. Yeah, that's mine. If you are a buyer, you need a price above 55.50 before buying. And it needs to break with a close body at 50.55. Okay, we're all good on that. So, what else? Pound CAD, same street. I will do that very quickly. New low, pull back to 73, 74, 74, 74, down to 71.90. Okay, coolio. Good. If you're a buyer, you need a break above 74.50 and then pull back. Okay, cool. Good day, mate. Hey, Manal asked about New Zealand dollar, US dollar. How to know fake breakouts? Again, Ian, I am in Sept. How can I explain that? Please don't do breakouts. Please rewire your brain in how I try to explain to you how to do it. Can we do that? Following trading market. Well, you would say, yeah, but I want to break out. Yes, I did that myself as well because I didn't understand the market properly. That only means you need to have a lot more time. Talk about the XY. I will talk about the XY. I already been to the XY, so we'll say this very quickly. Very fast. We're still bearish. Down, sideways, no new high. So an uptrend is higher high and higher low. There is no higher low, there is only lower low and lower highs until this price breaks above 93.50. Then we might have something to talk about, but that's the only thing that is to talk about the XY. You're welcome, Mike. New Zealand dollar, US dollar. When we have here an interesting pair. We have here price coming down to buy zone. That is the buy zone. Can this be the real deal? Or is this also bearish now? Not really bearish. But can it sell? Yes, it can. Most definitely sell off. That is a good sell zone, by the way. So if you are into selling, that might be a good idea on Friday. But the other thing that I want to stress in this market is target for this week is 66.30 to 66. That might be the end of that uptrend, if not downtrend. So don't have high hopes unless this market is going to crash. That might be your plan B. Okay. So this is basically plan A, and this is plan B. Currently, plan A is in progress, and then waiting for B. Okay. For buyers, sellers, plan A is in work, is in action. So it all depends where you want to go. Do you want to sell in an uptrend, or do you want to sell in a downtrend? This is not a downtrend. It is something that potentially can turn into a downtrend. Okay. According to these lines of mine that I normally have, this should be the sell zone. But it also says vulnerability. Because if you are really in a trend, this is supposed to happen, and you're not supposed to visit the black line. Okay? So, cool. I think that's what I want to say about that. Anything else, people? Good people? Good ladies? Good mans? Good wives? So I've got 16 likes today out of 26 viewers. Cool. Thank you. So if I've given you any value, any knowledge, any humor at all, and by the way, I really had fun about that yesterday. I do hope that you do appreciate what I've done for you today. I've taken the time to help you, guide you, and set you off in a better pace. For silver, I am looking into this as might be the support, but I want a new higher high and I want a new higher low before even considering buying it. Okay, so for those of you who are like, what is this guy talking about? You then need to sit down, find euro dollar, and start doing some research. Okay, so why did Euro USD fall in 10th of June? Okay, take profit for buyers, TP for buyers. What happens when buyers take profit? Price goes down. Okay, in what technical manner did that happen in? We have here a new high, a new lower high. Cool, sell. You have not a new high here, so that's a sell. And then you have a lower high, sell, lower high, sell, lower high, sell, and a new higher high. Cool, get out. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4 profitable trades, and then you have 2 be break even. And then you just go on and on and on. How does price moves? How does it reverse? And when is it not a market anymore? Let me teach you what not a market is. This is not a market. There is no new highs. There's no new lows. It is just somewhere in the middle. And then you want to avoid being caught down here. That means that you need to understand when price is reversing and no longer bullish. In the market condition, I will tell you something. In an uptrend, when price comes down here, that's all cool. But if price visits this previous support again, you might either see a double top, new low, that is the full-on reversal. Then you want price to come back up here or here before selling again. And that's what I do all the day. Okay, so let's do a live thing here. Price come up, comes down to support. Okay, cool. But it comes down again, makes this new low, has this pullback, and I said either here or here, and mostly I was correct. Here's to sell. And then it continues lower. It doesn't need to happen, continue forever down, but it did continue down. Did make you some profits here. Okay. Hi, Abraham. Talk to you later. So what else was I supposed to tell you today? I wanted to tell you about Aussie dollar, Euro dollar, Aussie yen. Aussie dollar, just look at that briefly, and then Aussie yen, kind of the same thing. Okay. We are here in a market where it might have reversed back up again. So if you're a buyer, you're looking for this. And if you're a buyer, you're looking for that. But if you are a seller, you are either looking for this sell here, this sell here, whoops, wrong. And you're looking for a brand new low and a sell here. That's what you would like to do. So if you're wondering what to look for, that's what you'd look for. Will you get it? I don't know. I'm not God of trading. But on the retrospective, that is definitely support and definitely a price buyers want. So if this now goes higher, don't be shocked. That's why you have stop losses. Because this one may continue fast and hot and ready on Tuesday when markets are back on track. Euro yen, just waiting for a brand new high, and it is back on track. For New Zealand yen, is in a good sell position, just as much as New Zealand Swissy are also on the same pattern of having a new low, could be a support, but it can also be a brand new trend, so be aware of that. Okay, back down here at least before going higher again. The thing about New Zealand Swissy, this one tends to go higher in this market. It might not need to do it, but it tends to. Have that in mind. New Zealand yen also has a tendency to rise in this kind of market, in this year, this time of year, but it doesn't need to. So sometimes it just has to have a low to go higher again. USD Swissy is in a difficult spot at the moment. I might say that is a new high. It is looking very bullish at the moment. Okay. And coming back up to 92.60 sounds like a good idea. If this one falls, okay, down to 89, cool. Look out for some kind of break here and then down. But I don't know about that. It is not trending at the moment. There is no market. So I would say stay off. Still, no market. I'm not going to trade US dollar. US dollar yen, don't even tempt me. Aussie Swissy, good position to sell off in. Could also just be a support. So that's where buyers buy and this is where sellers sell. It all depends who is going to win. I don't know who's going to win, but yeah. So Sadab asks, what kind of reversal pattern are you looking into when looking for a reversal? Okay. What kind of formation do you look for? I look for double tops, lower low, lower highs. How does that look like? It should be double top, lower low, lower high, sell. That was in a trend. But I would like to do it at end of trend. Double, maybe double, triple top, lower low, lower high, sell. 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 Lower low. Okay? This might not be a good one, but okay, cool. Then the other one is this support. If this is broken, we're no longer bullish. Okay, it's broken here. Cool. Lower low, lower high, sell. Lower low, lower high, sell. Sell. Didn't continue. You are 2 trades in profit and 2B. Okay, cool. No worries. Okay. So as a buyer, what are you looking for as a buyer, you might ask? In the end of a trend. This is not beautiful. But some kind of double bottom. Doesn't need to be at the same price even. Can be this, can be that, something. Then it needs to have a higher high. Then it needs to have a pullback and then continuation. That doesn't always happen. Okay? So sometimes it's just a candle wick that is 1 hour and then takes off. And then just goes, never comes back again. Why did it just take off like that? Because this is an accumulation zone. Because I say on a larger time frames on ASEAN, around August, it will make a low, go far, and then come back down, and then around this area, it will shoot back up again. And then that's what it did. So if you're not understanding that this level here is important for you, that you need to be in this, then you might lose out of it. Of course, you have stop losses. Then it happened again. And then it happened again. And then it fell. But yeah, that's what it should be doing. Because this is all the way until 1st of January, and 1st of January it fell. Cool. Let's go into that then. NBS set asks how to set take profit. I give you every week profit zones. This green zone gives you this green line. I do use pivot points. It is available, and I can give it to you right now, since I'm such a kind person. I didn't buy it. They don't charge for it, at least not as far as I know. And there you go. That's what I use for take profit zones. Happy trading, and please give it a comment of appreciation. All right, cool. I like where we're going in today. I think I have done well. But don't expect miracles tomorrow. It is a bank holiday Monday in America. It might just be a good day to just do nothing at all. Okay. I thank you guys for joining. Thank you guys for all the likes. I've had a great day. Hope you have had a great day. And we shall see you another day. Okay. Cool. See you tomorrow, guys. Happy trading.